Next door to Brazil, Paraguay is imposing new measures after an alarming spike in cases. Deaths attributed to COVID-19 have doubled over the past week, and total infections rose by 25%. The new measures begin on Monday. Paraguay's Finance Minister Benigno López joins us live now from the country's capital, Asunción, via Skype. Benigno, thank you so much for being with us. So a lot of these new cases are concentrated in Alto Paraná, that's near the border with Brazil. If these cases end up spreading to the rest of the country, what is at stake economically and also in just in terms of the health crisis that's facing the country already?
Hi, thanks. Nice to meet you. Nice to be in your show. Yes, as you said, the situation that we are facing in Alto Paraná, which is near Brazil, is a delicate situation. And we are not anticipating that that will spread throughout the country, though we are having problems in the capital as well. But we are taking some measures that we think is going to ease the curve, such as social quarantine. In order, we are trying to put people and avoid the social events for 2 weeks. We think that this will somehow nivellate the curve, and we are going to still fighting the disease outside the hospital, which is the idea and the objective that we are having on this pandemic.
So the quarantine restrictions for ordinary citizens is quite tight, particularly in that area. But I understand that some activity in terms of businesses has been lifted. Just walk us through what the impact has been in terms of the coronavirus generally, and also quarantine measures. What has the impact been on local businesses in your country?
Yes, we are, as everybody around the world, we were hit hard by the pandemic. The projection that we are having for this year is going to be a decrease on the GDP on the level of 3.5 at the least. And that is huge for Paraguay because we were expecting a growth of 5% this year. The good news is that we are having some numbers that gave us the idea that we'll have a rebound next year and the economy will be working as it should be over the next month. But so far, we are trying to put together a recovery plan that will aim that Paraguay will come back to the fiscal stance that was his main anchor to fight this pandemic. So we believe that the pandemic is going to, someday is going to be found some vaccine, maybe. But in the meantime, we are working close with the people in the health system in order to try to fight this outside the hospital and not inside the hospital, because nobody can win the battle there, and trying to make a recovery plan in order to rebound with a robust economy the coming year.
Okay, so you were initially expecting a growth of 5%. Now, unfortunately, because of coronavirus, you're expecting the country's economy to shrink by 3.5%. So this recovery plan that you're talking about, just walk us through what some of the key points in it is.
Yes, the recovery plan aimed to, first and most important, to create jobs and to conserve the job that we are not losing in this pandemic. Has an idea of an investment on public construction of $2.5 billion that we are trying to put together over the next 18 months. And we are also tackling one of the key problems that we have over this pandemic, which is informality. Informality in Latin America is very high. Paraguay is not the exception. But we learned with this pandemic that formality should pay more for the Paraguayans. So the big part of the plan is to make the economy more formal. We are having some incentives for the people to try to get into the informal sector of the economy. And as well as we are going to fund the the banks in order to give to the people and to medium and small enterprises, as well as the big enterprises, some credit line that will make them to pass this moment that we are having. So those are the key factors of the recovery plan.
Benigno López, Paraguay Finance Minister, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much.